get a little baby cucumber for my plant. Little tiny baby. Make sure to get like the tougher little spine pieces off. So I'm just gonna take off the flower and the end just so I have a clear little cucumber. I'm gonna coat it with some clear nail polish. I'm using the OPI Clear, but any brand of clear nail polish will totally be fine, or colored nail polish, whatever you have on hand. Make sure you get all the little crevices, and especially the end bits too. Just let it dry as you go, but not too heavily because you still want all the detail. Shiny. Like I said, make sure to really coat where you've clipped the tips. We're trying to avoid any moisture leaking out into the mold itself. Now it's totally dry, but let's grab the Easy Mold silicone putty and a 1 teaspoon measuring spoon. Now you definitely don't want to ever reuse the measuring spoon once you've done it with the putty like this for food. So just make sure to keep it with your arts and crafts supplies. And it is a 1-to-1 ratio. Try and really get a good scoop and then really smooth out the top the best I can to be as accurate of a scoop as possible. It won't actually fully harden or become basically a proper silicone mold unless you do pay attention to this part. So like you see, I'm just really evening it out and everything. I just moved that little piece over because it had a little piece of purple putty. I don't want to waste the whole white stuff with it hardening the product or anything like that. So same thing, just really try and even it out as much as you can. In the good clothes. Let's put them to the side. You have a really short time to get all this done. So it's about a minute mixing time. So definitely mix quickly. And then it's a 3 to 4 minute like work time. And obviously the way you know it's done is that there's no striations of either color individually, so a completely purple product before you start. Also, a little tidbit I learned is that do not put the silicone products on a silicone mat because they will start to marry each other. Alright, so I'm going to take that little baby cucumber and squish it inside. Trying to really keep it as centered as you can and make a square or a rectangle I should say, around it. And again, just trying to keep it centered as much as you can. And then we're going to try and sort of flatten it out around the edges so that it lies as flat as possible. I'm only making sure about this because it really does help. You do want to use it in the toaster oven or anything to have it as flat as possible. Otherwise your liquid sculpey will actually leak out and make a big old mess. Now I've let it dry for 25 minutes and I am going to give it a cut open with my X-Acto. Trying to stay as centered as possible. And voila, we have a cut in half cucumber. Pops out really nice and easy. Some really nice detailing on it. Way easier than sculpting a cucumber from scratch. And I went ahead and made a slightly bigger one too. Another cucumber. And let's just give it a try out. I'm just spreading a bit of a blended green that I made in each side of the mold, cleaning up the edges the best I can. So now I'm going to line them up with each other. Obviously make sure same direction and all that stuff. And I'm just going to give them a good squeeze, pushing the two sides together. And voila, it comes out a cute little cucumber. There will be a little bit of a ridge. I'm doing it with my finger, but realistically I would be doing this with like a little tool just to clean it up slightly. But so obviously so much faster than the other way. Give it a good squeeze. And voila. Like I said, I would use like my X-Acto normally, but this is just to give it a try, see what it looks like when it comes out. Look at all that beautiful detail. Be a really fun pair of earrings or like a fun little jewelry collection of like different baby fruits and vegetables. And obviously the the molding putty. You can make a mold of anything, but I just thought it was sort of fun to use some of the end of season baby vegetables that I have in my garden.